Hi guys! Let's talk about fats. Fats are actually very good for us. The only fats that I would recommend avoiding like the plague are trans fats, which aren't even natural, they're man-made. Basically, hydrogen has been pushed into fat molecules to hydrogenate them, which increases their shelf life and it makes them spreadable even right out of the fridge, which is fantastic for food companies, but awful for our bodies. Because since they're not natural, our bodies don't know what to do with them and they start to wreak havoc in our cells and our cell membranes, and it starts to make things malfunction. It can decrease our immunity, it can even decrease fertility. So avoid trans fats or anything that's being hydrogenated. Now, saturated fats. We have short, medium, and long chain saturated fats. I'll talk about short and long chain though. So short chain saturated fats come from things like coconut, butter, both of which are very good to cook with because they will stay stable and undamaged even at high temperatures. So short chain fatty acids are very easily and readily used by the body as fuel sources. They can also raise our metabolic rate. Interesting. Eating fat to burn fat. Now, long chain saturated fats come from things like animal products, dairy, and these are our long-term fuel storage. And they can also keep our blood sugar levels normal. So this is good. However, if we eat too much of those long chain saturated fats, so the animal meat products, the dairy, then we're going to start to see weight gain, inflammation, a little cardiovascular disease going on. So those are the saturated fats. Excellent for fuel. But be careful with the long chain saturated fats. And they're also excellent to cook with because they stay stable at high heats. Now we've got the monounsaturated fatty acids. That is our avocado oil, olive oil, also two very good oils to cook with because they stay relatively stable, or they stay stable at relatively high heats. So the monounsaturated fatty acids are also very important for us because they keep our arteries flexible. And they can also improve brain function, and they can positively affect our cholesterol levels. Then we have polyunsaturated fatty acids. Now, these are most of our vegetable oils. The polyunsaturates are not good to cook with. They are very easily damaged by heat, light, and oxygen. So under the polyunsaturated umbrella, you also have the omega-3 and omega-6 essential fatty acids, which are very important. You can get those from flax and particularly fish oil. Really fantastic supplement is fish oil. Don't cook with it. And don't cook with flax oil because they're easily damaged. And so if we take them in their whole state, then we can use them in our body. They start to oxygenate in our body, which is great because our body needs oxygen. So it's pulling in oxygen into the body. But if we eat it once it's already damaged, then it starts to create free radicals in the body. Free radicals are bad news. And that's where antioxidants start to come in. They support and heal the free radicals. So we need antioxidants. But just think about it. A lot of vegetable oil is used in a lot of restaurants. Go to McDonald's and you get some French fries and it's probably been cooked in vegetable oil for hours. That's for sure damaged. Now, fats are enormous components of our cell membranes. Essential fatty acids are part of our DNA. They make up a huge part of our body. They're very, very intricate in their functions. So if we're eating a lot of damaged oils or long chain saturated fats, and like oils that aren't good for us, then that's what's starting to make up our body. That's what's starting to make up our cells. Now, think about this. So essential fatty acids, the omega-3 and omega-6, these are really, really important. And if we're deficient in these, then we're going to start to see things like behavioral disturbances and impaired learning function. Kind of sounds like ADD, no? Maybe supplementing with fish oil might be a good thing. So when we're not getting the right kinds of fats, it really starts to mess with our brain function, and it starts to mess with our hormone production as well. So getting the right kinds of fats is so important, and making sure that you're not ingesting damaged fats, very important. So when you're cooking, cook with coconut oil or butter. Now, not butter from, not if you're going to get conventional run-of-the-mill butter, then it means that butter is coming from conventional run-of-the-mill cows that are eating conventional run-of-the-mill feed. Grains, soy, most likely they're genetically modified and very heavily sprayed with chemicals, and that is a whole other story all in itself. So do your best to get organic grass-fed butter. Sure, it might be a couple bucks more, but I mean, how important is your brain function to you? How important is your hormone production to you? How important is it to live to a ripe old age and still feel good? We don't have to get sick in old age. We can still feel good when we're elderly. It is possible if we're eating the right things in our earlier years. So fats are really good, and be careful not to damage your fats by the way you cook them. Coconut oil, butter, olive oil, avocado oil, great oils to cook with. Be careful with the vegetable oils. They're easily damaged. Thanks, guys.